Hi, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Daily's Dose. I'm Gianna Ortner-Finley, the managing editor of the North Texas Daily.
Hi, everyone. I'm Aiden Gonzalez, the photo editor of the North Texas Daily.
And we're your hosts who do the most.
Hello, Gianna. How are you today?
I'm very tired, but that's okay. How are you?
Oh, well, life is good for me, honestly. I went to Dutch Bros, opened the app. I forget we could scan the points. And he was like, oh, can you open the app for me? I was like, oh, I forgot about this app. So I click it. What do I see? I buy one, get one free coupon for
I'll buy one, get one.
Yes.
Do you wanna splurge it on me, maybe?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Of course.
We'll talk about this.
Of course.
But yeah, I was drinking my coffee this morning, just looking at headlines. And I caught one of them, Loki, that caught my attention.
Yeah.
Brought me to my knees almost. I was like, ugh.
Your knees.
Low key, if you don't know, like I'm big into like luxury items. Even though I can't afford it, I just like browsing and
you
just
and
looking.
your like 20 pairs of Crocs.
Oh, we're talking about that. So I just got my 20th pair of Crocs in the mail yesterday. Yeah. Now
Honestly,
I have two navy blues. I'm not wearing them, so no feet cam today, but
no,
maybe next week.
no Croc showcase here.
No.
Yeah, I think you have either the same amount of Crocs as I have shoes, or you have more Crocs than I have shoes, which is saying a lot.
And wow, that is saying a lot. And that's not even including how many shoes I have outside of Crocs too.
Exactly.
I didn't know I had that many, TBH.
Until you counted?
Yeah. I was like, okay, because I wanted to show someone. I forgot who it was. But then I was like, oh, since I'm here, I posted on my story and people just light up. And I was like, oh, let me just count actually.
I asked you.
You asked me, but there was another person before you. And I was like, oh, Gianna's the second person. I might as well.
You should.
If one person slid up, I was like, I don't care about
a Croc tour.
Yeah. So I was like, let me just show off. And I also have gibbets I need to show off too.
Oh, a gibbet tour?
Oh, for sure.
Amazing.
I did the math. Last I counted, I think it was like summer 23. The net worth was like $3,000.
$3,000 in gibbets?
No, just in Crocs, like Crocs and gibbets combined.
Aiden.
I need to update it though, because that was like back when I had like 15. I had
like 20
5
now.
more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, but yes. Okay,
Y'all need a payday. Just raid Aiden's closet for real.
No. Oh, but have everything like nice and organized and pattern.
Uh-huh.
The next color I need is yellow.
Yellow.
I don't like yellow, but I just need it for my collection, I have a couple of pairs I worn once and just put them in the closet and never worn them again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You really do be a shoe collector.
I really do.
That's awesome.
But yes, so this morning I was reading the headlines and I saw the OG, and I mean O to the G Birkin bag being sold at auction today.
The Birkin? Like the first one?
The first ever Birkin bag being sold this morning. So yes, the first ever Birkin bag to be created by Hermes was designed to British actor and singer Jane Birkin. So it was scuffed, scratched, and stained, but it didn't stop anyone from buying it. The black leather bag was sold for 8.6 million euros, which translates to 10 million American dollars.
What?
Becoming the most expensive handbag to be sold.
That's crazy.
I know.
$10 million?
$10 million.
When was it made? Like, when was the first one made for Jane Birkin?
It was 19... Oh, honestly, I don't know. Oh, just kidding. I have it here. She was wearing it every day from 1985 to 1994.
1985?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I actually thought they were older than that, like a luxury brand from like the 50s.
Honestly, maybe
like Hermes, maybe.
Well, maybe just the Birkin bags, because they have they sell a lot of other things too.
Well, of course, yeah, they're a luxury brand in general.
Maybe they started with jewelry and then they moved to bags.
Maybe. That's actually crazy, but 10 million. What would you spend $10 million on?
Honestly, maybe this bag. Because like if you think of it, like this will be an investment in the future. I saw a TikTok yesterday. I know since it was at an auction, a couple people were making TikToks like, get ready for me to go to this auction to hopefully buy this bag. And someone said Kim Kardashian was also there auctioning for this bag. And she didn't get it. I don't know who got it.
Outbid Kardashian.
Literally, who outbid Kim Kardashian?
That's crazy.
But if you think about it, this would be something that Kim would own, honestly.
But yeah, so the Hermes began in 1837.
Yeah.
They're like almost 200 years old. And you're right. Yeah, the Birkin bag was invented for Jane Birkin in like 1984, 1985.
Yeah.
So like, wow.
It's crazy.
$10 million.
Like,
I could never.
but she wore that bag to the ground.
She did, for real. Like
Trooper.
that is a lot of wear and
A
tear.
lot of love, I would say. For
Yeah,
sure.
like especially if you wear it for like, what was that? I guess every
Every
day
day
for 9 years.
nearly a decade. Yeah.
Wow. That's your talk about a go bag.
No, for real. She was like half the size of a suitcase. It could carry everything you need. And I was like, honestly, yeah.
Yeah. And so like that's honestly kind of like draws a little bit into like one of our opinion pieces this week too, where it
Oh.
talks about like the effective luxury brands
Yeah.
and how for an example, Hermes like once had bags that could last you 9-10 years of everyday wear and tear, and then
Yeah.
like nowadays there are certain like brands that have this really really luxury price tag but
Yeah.
not of luxury feel
Like
and or material
Yeah.
or is able to withstand that like longevity of it.
Oh,
And
for sure.
so it's a really interesting read. If y'all haven't if you aren't able to go see it yet, you definitely should. But
Shout
it
out
kind of
to-
like shout out to Alejandra. Yeah.
Shout out.
So it definitely it touches on that, and like this is probably a bag that could have stood the test of time and has
for
thus far,
sure.
because it's it only's got like, you know, scuff stains, whatever, and it I'm assuming doesn't look that bad.
No,
like
it doesn't look that
after
bad.
like what is that, 30 years?
At least, but 9
40
years.
40 years.
Yeah.
40 years since it was made, and 9 years of wear and
Using it
tear.
every single day.
Using it every single
so,
day.
I mean, I could just imagine. Maybe she's taken to the beach in the summertime.
Yeah,
in the winter,
like
she just has
everywhere.
everything in it. Like, wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and Jane's original Birkin,
Yeah.
it looks pretty pristine.
Yeah.
Like it's honestly barely scuffed, really, and stained.
And it's leather, so that could low-key just be fixed.
Yeah, and it's like can be buffed out. There's like
Yeah.
some minimal scratches and whatnot, but like this kind of like leather bag that like is made with like, or even pleather,
Yeah.
like the fake leather, is like can look like this within like 6 months, not 40 years.
Yeah.
So
Leather goods are where it's at. I do have a leather good wallet.
yeah, I mean, you have to do it like ethically and responsibly, because I mean leather is like,
Right.
but like, you know, if you're investing in a piece, then there's that too as well.
$10 million. I mean,
$10 million is an investment.
I want to know how much she paid for it, or if she even paid for it.
I mean,
That was the first one ever.
if
Maybe
it
they
was
just
the first one
gifted.
ever, it was a gift to her, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we can back check that later.
Yeah.
But speaking of things kind of like being long standing, so I also was looking at some of the headlines that are recently happening.
Oh no.
And this topic is a little bit of a doozy, but it is also something that we've kind of like touched on in previous episodes.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of diving into it a little bit deeper. So I guess sit back and relax. I'm going to tell you a story time. So this is just kind of like a talk on like the longevity of social media posts and kind of like the familial effects of cancel culture.
My favorite.
So yeah, although I've got some words for cancel culture when it goes too far.
Oh, I'm right here.
So the world honestly is just no stranger to social media and how things posted can kind of like come back to haunt someone later in life. It's like there's constantly things being like, oh, well, I posted that 6 years ago, like I'm a different person now, blah, blah, blah. But like social media also has like kind of like a bad habit of utilizing crowd or like mob mentality and like gathering a backlash's strength through numbers as basically thousands of accounts rally together to visually punish the offender in this case. You sound so excited.
I was like, oh yes, been knew all this is, been knew.
And so, well, again, this is not something new, as the roots of like what cancel culture has been around for hundreds of years. This kind of like double down phenomenon of it. Like if you're not with us, you're against us.
Yeah.
And like the terminology of cancel culture didn't really surface until the early 2010s. And so the thing here about cancel culture is that it quite literally, like anyone can be canceled. Like from a super major celebrity to like an up and coming star to like your best friend from high school who posted something she shouldn't have. Like literally no one is safe. If you post something and someone finds it, like you're gonna be canceled, sis. You're canceled.
Oh my God, this is completely side topic. But I do have. Just kidding, no.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I
Maybe
don't know if I can
that
say
might be
this.
too much. That might
I
be
don't know
too
if I can say
much.
this, but I do have a video that can cancel someone.
Yeah, you might.
There we go. That's
you
all I'm
might get
saying.
canceled. Yeah. Or you might do the
I
canceling.
could cancel someone. I'm
in
holding it
this
over their
case.
head, like, hey, don't forget, I have this video.
Oh no. Well, I guess don't do anything stupid in front of Aiden.
We no longer talk, so it's okay.
Oh.
I wonder why.
Yeah. But so like in the past, like I've said, the roots of cancel culture is really, really far.
Yep.
And so like in the past, due to like the limited reach of information, no internet, the reach of a person's like societal quote cancellation was limited to like the social circle and influence that person was in or interacted with. For an example, in Victorian like England, when they were talking about if you've seen Bridgerton, like this gets referenced a lot, like you're standing in the ton, it's unattainable, whatever. And so it's like if something happens and you do something that's taboo or against the norm or like society's things or like genuine, like you messed up, you shouldn't have done that. And like people get word of it, your reputation is tarnished, your reputation's ruined.
Yep.
So again, cancel culture isn't new. It's just taken new and honestly even more toxic and extreme forms since the creation of the internet. And while yes, it's entertaining to watch, it honestly can go too far.
Yeah.
So basically, like in the age of the internet, people across the globe have access to information as soon as it's released. And so it basically promptly allows them to give their opinions virtually instantaneously as well. So while cancel culture doesn't provide cancel culture provides necessary recourse and punishments for people, cancel culture can also really quickly go too far, in my opinion, on the punishment spiral and create real harm for people. So, well, there have been like a multitude of individuals in recent years that have been canceled and have had their careers tarnished or ruined. Like straight up, you can't work in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah.
Like for an example, British actor and comedian Russell Brand, he got in some hot water due to like sexual misconduct and a bunch of other things. Same thing with Justin Timberlake with his whole thing with Britney Spears, among other things. And while they've still been able to have work, their reputation isn't as squeaky clean as it was before because society is holding them accountable. Same thing can be said for like Doja Cat as well. Like she
lost a lot of fans.
Like you lose your fan base, but it's for good reason. And so cancel culture does have its good side in the sense that it is holding these individuals accountable, especially because for a very long time, people would say something and people wouldn't and society wouldn't believe them. And so these stars and these people would basically do something and would get away with it, which is why so many people cling to cancel culture as well. And so like this is like the bright side of cancel culture is holding people accountable by the masses, bringing to light behavior and actions that need to be acknowledged and have repercussions for them.
Yeah.
However, there is a dark side. So for this cancel culture phenomenon, as seen recently on Love Island USA, Love Island USA star Sierra Ortega abruptly left the villa after a past post of hers using a racial slur resurfaced. So since then, she has claimed, according to articles from USA Today and Variety, that she was completely unaware of the history of the word and was unaware that it was a slur, and has since posted an apology that she has rebranded not an apology video, but an accountability video. And so she also claims, then this is again the dark side of cancel culture, that ICE, like immigration, has been called on her family and like that, like basically threatening to deport them, and that like herself and her family have received death threats from people as a result of this resurfacing. And so obviously the usage of the word is absolutely unacceptable. Even if it was quote just one time or I've never used it since or whatever, it doesn't matter. You still used a word you should not have used because it does hold history and weight and pain for people. And also, it's just don't use slurs, like point blank period.
I just feel like Google's, I don't know,
Google's free.
a minute away.
Yeah,
it's free.
And so like the ignorance isn't an excuse, but like she didn't know. and she has had some accountability for it. And while I'm obviously not saying that she shouldn't be held accountable for her
Yeah.
actions, I am saying I do not think that death threats to her family or her or threatening to deport them, which will have actual changes on them,
That's crazy.
like in their life like that,
Yeah.
is acceptable, because the sins of the daughter shouldn't be the sins of the mother. Like, her family shouldn't be paying the price for a choice that she chose to make. And while yes, like her apology or accountability video is a step in the right direction, it's not the only steps that she needs to take to be accountable for her actions.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing with this cancel culture, is that we've also created a space as a society to essentially be like, oh, well, if you apologize for it, it's okay. And so
Yeah.
we've had a bunch of apology videos. There's terms for it. You go on an apology tour.
Oh God, yes.
Like, everyone knows these things. And so it's like the weight of a sincere apology is no longer valid in the eyes of the public.
Yeah.
And so when someone is trying to be sincere, it comes across as not being sincere.
Or not enough.
Or not enough,
Yeah.
exactly. And so there are actionable things that she can do to change it, specifically also because this term that she used, one, has a lot of weight to it, but I believe she used it within the last year or two. This isn't like...
This not old?
No, this isn't like an 8 or 10 year
Okay.
like tweet or whatever. So she still has work she needs to do, absolutely. And she definitely should have been kicked off of the villa, which is what she was. And like, I don't think that she, should continue, because she needs to have repercussions for her actions. But it shouldn't be death threats.
I don't think she should have been guaranteed an interview to be on Love Island in the first place.
Well, they didn't know.
They didn't know. These people are not doing like background checks.
Well, it just resurfaced, and then I guess she
Oh.
took it down or something, because essentially, according to other reports, she claims that she used the word one time in 2024, and
Crazy.
and a follower basically slid up and was like, "Hey, this word is extremely hurtful. This
Oh.
word, you cannot use this word. It has like you just can't do that."
Yeah.
And she like removed it, or she just was like, "I'm so sorry, like I didn't know, blah blah blah." And so I guess she had thought she handled it.
Did she have a fan base at this time?
I
like, a
guess so.
following?
Honestly, I don't really watch Love Island.
Me either. TBH.
But I
I want
thought
to.
that
I want you so bad.
I thought that this would be an interesting topic, because it really does call into what cancel culture is doing for us
Yeah.
as a society, and where we want to draw the line. So, well, obviously, again, her ignorance doesn't make the usage of the word okay. I'm wondering, Aiden, what do you think is the line when it comes to cancel culture? Is the behavior that's happening right now okay, or have they gone too far?
Long story short, no, this is not okay. But now don't cancel me on this. I know how you girls like to fight and tussle. But I do believe in like scaring someone a little bit. Like shaking them in their boots. You know,
Yeah.
push someone to the ledge, but don't push them off completely. Give them like a good scare till they like turn a whole new leaf.
Yeah.
They like, you know how like people, if you're like in debt, you can file for bankruptcy and boom, you're a new person.
Yeah.
I feel like these people should be able to do the same thing. Go to
Yeah.
the far extremists, go to like a therapy, go to like a camp and like Missouri out in the open, no one knows. Just go for like 6 months to a year. And then I feel like then you can finally say, I've changed myself for the better.
Yeah, because the thing here also is I completely agree. There
Yeah.
should be repercussions, and there should be actionable changes that are made, not just an apology video or an apology tour.
yeah.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
In an age, in like a period in which we continuously,
Yeah.
have these videos surface and resurface when people are doing things, it basically falls on deaf ears. So we need to see actionable change.
For sure.
And we're probably not going to see that for a while, because I don't know about you, but if someone's threatening to kill me, I don't really want to go and do the steps for actionable change.
But also staying silent will also speak
Exactly.
real loud. So what do you do?
So what do you do exactly? And so you're stuck in this period where you want to
Dang,
change for the better, but you're also terrified to
scared.
leave your house. And so yes, they should be scared, because what they did was wrong, but they also shouldn't fear for their life.
I don't think they should be feared for their life.
Like,
But also saying sorry isn't enough.
sorry isn't enough. I completely agree. And
What
like,
can you do then?
but what can you do? Like, where is the line? If we're saying that it's okay to scare someone, but it's not okay to threaten their life, where do we draw the line for scaring someone? That's the thing. It's a very, very blurry
It really
gray
is.
area.
Yeah.
Because if we as a society are going to continue to hold these people accountable, which we should, how are we going to choose to hold them accountable? Because that's the other thing also for, irregardless of this also,
Yeah.
in cancel culture, there's a subculture here of cyberbullying.
Oh, yeah.
And so cyberbullying also happens just in general. And so you have these people that are regular people who have never been on TV before, especially with reality TV shows. And essentially everything they've ever done or anything they will do is up for debate,
Yeah.
essentially. So it's, yeah, you should be punished for something that you did wrong because, I mean, but again, also the punishment should fit the crime.
But also, this is 2024. Hello?
Yeah.
You would think you would have common sense.
No, again, you should have common sense for this stuff. So again, the usage of the word is absolutely unacceptable. And she should, you know, face the music of the consequences of her own actions. But I don't think that her family should have to face the consequences as well. I don't think her family should be deported. And I don't think that her family should have death threats sent to them.
That's a little crazy. I feel like that's what's the word? Common sense?
Yeah.
I think that's the word, common sense.
Yeah.
Why would you want to deport someone? That's crazy.
I feel it's a step too far. And so
For sure.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure
Shake
that
their boots, but
Yeah.
don't kill them. Don't deport them.
Yeah,
But how do you
like
do that?
accountability without fear.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
don't
the
know.
thing.
I guess we just have to keep an eye out for her, see what she does.
Yeah, because
Fake your death? I don't know. Like, what can you
fake
do?
your death.
Like,
Oh my gosh.
hey guys, I died and I'm back. So.
But yeah, it really just needs to, you know, be I feel a conversation that needs to be had in a
At
space
least.
where it doesn't feel like thousands of people are screaming at your face, because then you can't talk.
Yeah.
And again, just talking isn't enough because you've done something wrong. You've messed up badly.
Yeah.
Even if it was one time, quote, whatever, it doesn't matter.
One time
You
too
still,
many.
one time too many. It should have never happened in the first
Yeah.
place. But you also don't want to have your family be threatened to be deported and have death threats sent to you and your family.
Does she have money?
Honestly, I don't know.
I was about to say, because if she has money, maybe she could like relocate her family and just leave her in her house. Because if something does, God forbid, something does happen,
Yeah.
it's just her, and she herself is paying for the consequence. Then will I sleep better at night? No, but hey, it's just her then.
Honestly, from what I'm seeing here, no. Sierra Ortega was just like the thing that made Sierra Ortega famous was Love Island /
so
is
she's
Love
like
Island.
just in.
So that's the thing with these reality
Ooh,
TV
gosh.
shows is that these people have never been on TV before. They
Or in the
don't have
media.
or in media. They don't have media training and they don't have the ability to, and then
Aw.
also a lot of the time they don't have the common sense sometimes to, you know,
for sure.
not post something like that. So obviously you wouldn't want to have the mentality to even think to post that to begin with.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not the world we live in.
Mm-mm.
So, but yeah, she can't.
She just got caught.
She just got caught, and
Oh,
so she
well.
can't. So apparently it was 2 posts contained slurs offensive to
Okay,
Asian
maybe I
people.
do take everything back. No, I'm just kidding. One is one thing, but to
Yeah.
make 2,
So on July 9th, Ortega, according to People, issued again that video and a written statement on Instagram, basically apologizing.
right?
But yeah, so Sierra Ortega was not famous or anything before Love Island. So this is her first experience in the limelight.
First and last. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
essentially. Her so she's like, you know, partnered with a couple of people, like as far as brands are concerned, like
Yeah.
Skims and Good American and Adore Me. But yeah, she's just a girl. She
Well.
didn't do anything prior to this, but yeah. So again, her actions are inexcusable.
Yeah. But the actions of cancel culture are also inexcusable.
There are instances, and I think this one especially also is given our current political climate as well,
God, especially now.
with basically like American citizens also being like deported, is just a step too far.
Yeah. Now no
So
one's safe.
she should have recourse, but also her family shouldn't have to pay the consequences for her action.
Yeah, actually, if I was her, I would send my family somewhere else and just be me in my house alone.
Yeah.
Because at least if I was her, I knew probably something was gonna happen. Maybe like personal, like physical.
Yeah.
But at least my family's not.
I
here
mean,
to witness
also,
that.
but if we were her, we would have never posted it to
Oh
begin
yeah,
with.
actually, never mind. I would have the common sense.
We would have never
actually.
posted it to begin with because, again, the action is inexcusable.
Yeah, actually,
It should not have happened.
I would not have posted that.
No. So, because, we have the common sense and the common decency not to use slurs.
Hey, I posted some crazy stuff when I was in like middle school too, but not to this extent.
But not like,
Or cancelable too.
Yeah, not something that's cancelable. You maybe posted like a weird selfie at like 2 a.m. or something like that to your like Snapchat story and was like, look at how silly I am, but not like a
Cut the
slur.
cameras. Yeah.
So again, like I've said, action is not okay, not acceptable. Definitely should have a recourse. And this is just the beginning of her actions to like make it right, even though it will never be 100% right because what she did is done.
Yeah. And if it means apologizing 20 times a day till the day you die in your grave, so be it.
Yeah.
So be it.
Because you did something and you messed up.
Yep.
But
and it's crazy how like your life can change in the span of like 30 seconds because you say something. Which is so crazy.
Which is why you have to, one, be careful about what you say, and two, also just be a decent human being.
But also, like, you write it and then you read it to yourself. Yeah, this makes sense. Hit post. So there's like steps and repercussions you can take.
So like again, be a decent human being and have common sense. Is what I'm gonna say possibly offensive? Yes.
I think so, but I don't know.
Let me delete it because I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
Like choose your words wisely, but also be aware of what you're saying and the effects that it could have.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
But yeah, moving on. I do have
what you got for me?
I've got some recommendations for you really fast. I have a book. It's not a 3 for 3 corner. It's a 3 for 4. I have 2 movies for you today.
Oh.
But starting with, I have a book for you. It's called Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It was published June 3rd, 2025.
Okay.
And it has a 4.44 on Goodreads out of 5, which is a very, very good rating because Goodreads reviewers are extremely picky.
Oh.
So the description I'm about to read for you is from Goodreads.
Yeah.
So the story is Joanne Goodwin has been obsessed with the stars for as long as she can remember. Thoughtful and reserved, Joan is content with her life as a professor of physics and astronomy at Rice University and as an aunt to her precocious niece, Frances. That is until she comes across an advertisement seeking this first woman scientist to join NASA's space shuttle program. And suddenly, Joanne burns to be one of the few people to go to space. And so she's selected from a pool of thousands of applicants in the summer of 1980. Joanne begins training at Houston Johnson Space Center alongside an exceptional group of fellow candidates, Top Gun pilot Hank Redmond and scientist John Griffin, who are kind and easygoing even when the stakes are highest. Mission specialist Lydia Danes, who has worked too hard to play nice. Warm-hearted Donna Fitzgerald, who is navigating her own secrets, and Vanessa Ford, the magnetic and mysterious aeronautical engineer who can fix any engine and fly any plane. So, as the astronauts become unlikely friends and prepare for their first flights, Joanne finds a passion and a love she never imagined. In this new light, Joanne begins to question everything she thinks she knows about her place in the observable universe. And then, in December of 1984, on mission STS-LR9, everything changes in an instant.
Oh.
And so that is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And so the TV show I have for you is another sequel, but it's a new sequel. So the TV show is Dexter Resurrection. It's like the 4th series of Dexter, TBH. And so it releases its first 2 episodes July 11th on Paramount Plus, and it's the latest installment in the Dexter cinematic universe, and it follows immediately after the events of Dexter New Blood, which premiered in 2021.
Yeah.
So if you are a Dexter fan, then,
Hey,
hit it
July
up.
11th,
July
7-Eleven.
11th.
Shout out. Go get your free Slurpees. No sponsorship.
And so the two movies I have for you are both kind of like thriller-esque.
Okay.
But the second one is a comedy as well. So the first one is I Know What You Did Last Summer from Sony Pictures. It's set to be released, I think that's next Friday, July 18th. It's an R-rated thriller/horror. And so this description is from a movie release tracker site called The Numbers. And so when 5 friends inadvertently cause a deadly car accident, they cover up their involvement and make a pact to keep it a secret rather than face the consequences. A year later, their past comes back to haunt them, and they're forced to confront a horrifying truth. Like going back to our cancel culture as well. Their past came back to haunt them.
Oh.
Don't say things you don't mean. And
Or don't get caught, at least.
no,
okay,
don't say
okay.
things. Don't say things you don't mean. And if you say things and you don't mean it, don't say it.
Or make like a private story and include no one.
No.
Well, because I do that.
Just don't say anything.
I have a private
don't say
story. I
anything
just want
bad.
to say they're not bad. They're just like really dumb things that no one could like witness. So my meta AI is like watching all my private stories, watching my crash out.
But anyways, continuing in the description. So they're faced to confront a horrifying truth. Someone knows what they did last summer and is hellbent on revenge. As one by one, the friends are stalked by a killer. They discover this has happened before, and they turn to 2 survivors of the legendary Southport massacre of 1997 for help.
I feel like, was this a movie already?
Something I think similar has been played upon because it's a very similar trope.
Or like the name, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I feel like that's
It's
already
a
a movie.
song.
Oh. No, I feel like it's also a movie.
Is it?
Right? Because I was like, wait.
I mean, it honestly could have been TBH because, again, it's a very
TBH.
popular trope. Like, oh, you did something and now I know and now I'm going to try to kill you for it. Blah, blah, blah. And then the second movie I have for you is Eddington from A24. It's also going to be released next Friday on July 18th. And so it's got some notable stars in it. So we've got Pedro Pascal.
Lame.
No, lame.
Next.
Bruh.
Tomato.
You can cancel him for that.
Please.
You have my
I'll give you all my
permission.
address, my email, my phone number, and my social security.
And we've got Joaquin Phoenix, Deirdre O'Connell, and Emma Stone, and Austin
Hey.
Butler. So those are
Oh.
some notable stars in it.
Okay.
And so this is an R-rated action comedy film written by Ari Aster, who brought viewers films like Hereditary, which is released in 2018, Midsommar in 2019, and Beau is Afraid in 2023. And so the following description is from IMDb. And so in May of 2020, a standoff between a small town sheriff and mayor sparks a powder keg as neighbor is pitted against neighbor in Eddington, New Mexico. And so it's kind of a play on that like boiling point that I think all of us felt during the pandemic. And so it's pretty interesting, and it seems like it's going to be a good film. And also, I believe Austin Butler plays a cult leader. So
Yay!
that should be pretty interesting as well. So it's got some cool tropes in there.
Yay for cult leaders?
No,
no?
yay for interesting.
Yay for interesting, yes. Not yay for cult leaders.
You heard it here first, folks.
Hey,
Aiden
I'm
supports a good cult
canceled.
leader. All right, Aiden, I'm ready for you.
Okay, so this is going to be a lot, so
All right.
buckle up. Okay, so where do I start with all of this? A lot has been happening in the rap industry recently.
Oh, more rap beef.
More rap. But when I
Oh.
say rap industry, I'm not talking about the little Spotify rappers you see on the charts.
Oh,
I'm talking about like the actual industry, the big top dogs, the elites.
okay.
The elites.
I'm
the
ready.
most powerful people in the game. Remember that. And
Okay.
of course, because she's on her hiatus right now and she's bored, female artist Nicki Minaj is right in the middle of all of it.
Of course
Oh,
she is.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I've been at home just like eating all of this up. I have all of her post notifications turned on. Every time I see something, click it real fast.
No, I know.
What's happening?
We were doing print night, and you went, Nikki posted.
I was gagged. Okay, so for a little backstory, what Rock Nation is, it's an American entertainment company that was founded by Jay-Z in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where does Nicki fit in all this? While Rock Nation was coming up, other artists, like smaller artists, bigger at the time, I guess, like in the early 2000s, help gave money to Rock Nation to help boost up its like its name and fame, pretty much. So this whole time, while they're growing, they promised these artists that helped pitch money to give them back money to like reimburse them for all the work and stuff. So while other people are staying quiet, Nicki Minaj, of course, was like, okay, it's time to speak up now. So she posted on X saying how much she is owed by Rock Nation. She said anywhere from $100 million to $200 million. Nicki Minaj is owed from Jay-Z because of Rock Nation and her contract.
That's so much money.
And she's like, pay now, call me now. It's only collecting more interest. Wait, she low-key ate. But I was like...
Yikes.
And I was like, Nicki Minaj is one person who doesn't need money. She needs money. She has filthy rich. She doesn't need this money. But also, if you're owed $200 million, hey.
I would also want to cash that back.
I would want it at least.
Check.
Yeah. And then she went to say on X, I'm going to use some of that money that Jay-Z owes me to send some of my barbs to college to pay for their fees and student loans via her charity, which she has. There's been evidence she has gifted plenty of college students full ride scholarships to their dream schools.
Wow.
Yes. And I remember crying. I was like, oh my God, this was like in 2015-ish. And I was like,
So it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. She's been doing this for a while. This is nothing new for her.
Interesting.
Nothing new.
Okay.
But yes. So she's just mad that she's owed money, and she's like, I'm a little bored right now, so might as well just put everything out there.
Mm-hmm.
So while this company was founded by Jay-Z, Desiree Perez is held as the CEO of the company.
Okay.
I don't know who this lady is to correlation of Jay-Z. I guess they're just business partners, CBH. So there's that. So a few weeks ago, she took to X and addressed how Rock Nation is allegedly, behind Nicki Minaj's tour and how she's been sabotaged from her tour, from her music to her documentaries.
What?
Yes. Nicki Minaj, when she was on tour, she was recording for documentaries. This was 2 years ago, and we still haven't had a documentary. And I've been... every single month, at least I check up because I want to see like where everything is at.
Where the Nicki doc is.
Because all these other artists who go on tour record, and I think they posted documentaries like fairly soon after the tour.
Like Taylor Swift's Eras Tour documentary, I believe, was published while she was still doing the Eras Tour.
Yeah, it's been 2 years and we still haven't heard anything. So I'm only upset because of that, TBH. But yeah, so fast forward today, and she's no longer keeping quiet. So between X and Instagram, Nicki has just been posting a lot of information about Jay-Z, Desiree, and Rock Nation, and everything involving them and what they're not showing to the media. Mm-hmm. So there's some things that are happening behind closed doors.
Interesting.
So, which we recently found out what case Rock Nation was trying to cover up or blog allegedly, of course allegedly, was involving Megan Thee Stallion.
Another one.
Another one. So Megan Thee Stallion was caught having intercourse right in front of one of her cameramans. Oh. Recently, a judge denied Rock Nation and Megan's claim to dismiss the lawsuit. So when it was denied, it brought to the internet. And of course, since Nicki and Megan don't like each other, they're like, Nicki was like, oh, I'm going to eat this up. I'm going to bring this to light, of course.
Yeah.
Because if roles were reversed. She's going to
cancel her.
Yeah. If roles were reversed, Megan would have done the same thing to Nicki too. So I can't even blame her.
Interesting.
So yes. Boom. Yep, so the lawsuit was denied where her homosexual cameraman claims an exotic dancer forced him to watch Megan have fun time in a moving car.
Ew.
A moving vehicle back in 2022.
That doesn't, honestly, low-key, sexuality doesn't even matter there. I wouldn't want to do that at all.
I mean, no, for real. He claims after the whole situation, his hours were being cut slowly and eventually fired and blacklisted from the industry.
What? Because, why?
Yeah. This was before the lawsuit even happened.
So because he was there, he was forced to do it. He didn't even want to be there anyways.
And I guess since he was, I don't know why they would do that. I guess if he threatened to expose them, they're like, let me just cut your hours and just fire you completely. Without even getting paid any money.
That's
so
awful.
He was fired with no money, no nothing.
Yeah, no backup.
So so he decided to speak up, and so that's why Rock Nation is in the industry right now, and it's being in the news and stuff. And then Nicki went to go say, she located on this. She took to X and said, being a gay man doesn't give any woman the right to sexually grind on you or have sex in front of you.
Yeah. Just being a person,
but
honestly.
I feel like, it doesn't matter what...
it doesn't matter. Like, you shouldn't be forced to watch something like that. Like, it's one in a moving car, like in a public space like that. I mean, obviously, what someone does in the privacy of their own home is their own business. But also, if you're in a public space with your cameraman and your crew, absolutely unacceptable.
And I just know because there's other people in the car too.
Yeah.
There has to be. I guess they're just keeping quiet. which
Yeah.
low-key is
I mean, if
interesting.
you watched your coworker who was basically sexually harassed get like
Oof.
have their stuff get decline and then fired,
Yeah.
I'd stay silent too.
Yeah,
Hello,
just
the
being scared that
Epstein
you're
trial.
Oh,
Like
yeah. I guess they were just scared. They don't want to like get fired too.
exactly, they're scared of repercussions. That's the
They're
whole
really
reason why
scared.
victims don't come forward, and that's a whole other podcast.
That's so tune in for that one, but yes. But yes, okay. So there was that. That's with the whole Rock Nation and
Okay.
stuff. Fast forward a couple days later, fans think that Nicki Minaj threw shade at Beyonce. Which, hello, if you're a fan and if you're a lifelong fan, you know these two queens will never fight.
Queen Bee.
Queen
Why?
Bee and just the queen. So, but she never said a name directly. So on Station Head, remember what I spoke in last episode? Station Head is an app where these artists could join like one big group, phone call. Essentially.
Yeah, like a giant FaceTime call.
Yes. So on Station Head, Nicki played Flawless by Beyonce with a Nicki feature. And she also played Feeling Myself by Nicki with a Beyonce feature. So they're both the same artist.
Yeah.
Then she went to go say, if I see a mother-father in the street, I'll kick them in the mother-father throat. But she didn't say a name. But people escalated that she was talking about Beyonce because she said that right after those two songs played.
That's so weird. Why is there beef between them now?
I don't know. But
That
of
doesn't
course,
make any sense.
Literally, fans speculated that she was dissing Beyonce, but Nicki never said anything. She never confirmed. Then, a couple
Okay.
minutes later, she said, y'all know who I like and who I don't like. So I was like, I don't think she's throwing shade because when Nicki was on her tour, she gifted Beyonce a pair of some like really cool high-end nails. Because for Nicki's merch, she had like t-shirts, stuff like that, and nails. She was doing nails too.
Yeah.
She gifted Beyonce nails, and then Beyonce wrote a thank you letter and just expressing how she feels about everything, how grateful she is, and as a person and stuff. And so Nicki posted the thank you letter on her, I think, story or her post.
Yeah.
Just showing appreciation. So I don't think that she was dissing Beyonce because
I mean, I don't really know of anything recently that I can think of that would make like a Beyonce like cancel moment there between the two of them.
yeah.
Like something that would need to be brought up.
Yeah. And another thing was on Nicki's second tour, when she went to tour again for her second part, she had to clear up one of the songs with Beyonce because she wanted to perform it. So she needed permission from Beyonce to use it. And
Yeah.
of course, she was like, yeah, go ahead and use it.
And
We're
if-
friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to have a working relationship with someone, you do have to kind of be friends with them as well. I mean, you don't have to be like super tight,
Yeah, I mean,
but you do still need to be like
yeah.
personable.
Yes. So this whole time with Jay-Z and Nicki going back to back, people think like, oh, Nicki's going to bring Beyonce in this because they're husband and wife. But Nicki has never said Beyonce in anything this whole time for the past week. She's been on her crash out tour, as people like to say.
Because that's what again, like I was saying earlier, like one person's mistake in your family
Yes.
shouldn't
Oh my
be
God, there's a theme for this episode. Oh, wait.
one person's mistake in your family should not be the fault of every
Everyone
single
else.
person
Yeah.
in your family. So yes, Jay-Z's messing up here, but that's not Beyonce's fault.
No, just because they're married doesn't mean she has to get involved.
So yeah.
So there was tea. And then Beyonce's mom decided to get involved with all the drama.
Oh no.
She took to her Instagram and low-key posted a photo and dissed Nicki in the caption. I don't know. I forgot
Okay,
what
well
it
she
said
kind of got
exactly.
involved herself. That's
Literally.
different.
Hello, literally. And then the next day she reposted on X that she wasn't calling anyone out and she didn't mean any ill behind that. But fans were, if you go to the original post before the caption was edited, all the barbs were just tearing her up. But I feel like she got scared and she was like, oh, I guess this wasn't the move.
That is an appropriate use of cancel culture.
Yes. Go
She
comment.
said something wrong, and then you go and you comment, and then you scared her into,
saying,
fixing
I'm so
it.
sorry, this wasn't about anybody.
Instead of, threatening to get her daughter deported. So.
But yeah, long story short, that's all the tea right now that's happening. And of course, like Nicki said in her one of my favorite songs, honestly, Seeing Green, it's corporate giants and machines that went against me. Because the whole rap industry, like the whole big dog, the whole entertainment company is coming after Nicki.
Interesting.
But also, who's gonna check her? And there's a lot of people going against her. Cardi got involved, but honestly, it's not worth mentioning. Cardi,
Like she just
she
wanted
just decided to repost It's a beautiful day. Shut up. Go outside.
It's a beautiful
I was
day.
like,
Shut
oh,
up,
literally.
go
I was like, oh,
outside.
so who are you talking about? Because no one mentioned her. But
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I just know some things are gonna happen. She also confirmed again that her Leg Part 3 tour is gonna come up. So that album is
So,
confirmed.
it's happening?
That album's gonna happen, and she's gonna
Well,
go on tour again.
Are we gonna have an Aiden dose review?
If the credit card doesn't decline, for sure. Oh, like concert. Oh, I was talking about concert.
No.
I was like, I would love to go see her, but if the credit card declines, hey,
Album review.
album review for sure. If it doesn't land, like when we're not in season, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Because I wanted to do the dose review over the SpongeBob movie with Ice Spice in it, but it comes out on Christmas.
It does?
Yes.
See, I like Ice Spice. Although she also has had her cancelable moments. I will say that too.
Did she?
I believe so. I believe
I wanna
people were
say
canceling Ice Spice.
I wouldn't say okay, well, she was canceled because she lost weight, which was one thing.
That's different. That's a different kind of
That and
cancel.
plus all her music low-key sounds the same, and people just don't like her as an artist now.
Yeah. So I don't know. I saw that she had some like controversies or something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like apparently a fellow rapper, Cleo Trappa.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
She said that like she'd mistreated her during tour and stuff like that.
And she was like caught stealing her outfits and stuff. She went, yeah.
Yeah. So again, there is cancelable moments from her, but I mean, I do like, and again, I do like her, but also I feel like, what is she doing in the SpongeBob movie? I'm gonna be so honest. It's not a musical, right?
No, I don't think so.
It's not a musical. So
if she has
why?
her own character, I swear to God, right now,
I think it's just for funsies, to be.
she might have like a song, a SpongeBob song.
I mean,
because she does have a SpongeBob song, I think.
Yeah, but that's also kind of like an inappropriate song, and I don't think they're gonna put that in a
I
kids
think
movie.
Nickelodeon's gonna be like, hey guys.
Yeah, that's probably.
She's like, Ice, get back in that studio. Let's change up these
Make
lyrics.
a new one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well.
Well, this has been a funnily enough, very intertwining episode.
Everything's all connected.
Yeah,
What is it?
everything's
The
connected.
The
It's
red string theory.
Yeah, it's the Illuminati. Just kidding. Or am I? You'll never know.
Oh yeah,
All
everything I
right.
said was allegedly. Don't sue me.
Yes, allegedly.
Everything.
Because we don't have anything confirmed for sure.
I saw a TikTok. Sorry, it's about cancel culture. She was like, everything I'm about to say is allegedly. I'm just a girl and I'm just lying right now. Before she even said anything, I was like, wait, low-key, I'm gonna start saying that.
Interesting.
Before he starts speaking, everything I'm saying, I'm just lying. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then just speak your
See,
truth.
that's what I'm saying. Don't say things you don't mean.
And then proceed to say them.
No.
Oh.
Don't
No, well,
say things that
the
you
la-
don't mean.
The TikTok I saw yesterday, she was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. And then went on like a 5-minute tangent. On
Yeah,
explaining
don't say
everything.
things that you don't mean, and be respectful to other people, and make
be
sure
a decent human being.
that you're being a decent human being, and don't use language that's going to make people feel bad, because I don't care if you don't realize it. Like, if you're thinking about something and you're using it in a context that could be construed as that, even if you're using, like, I don't know, like the word chicken in a sandwich or chicken in a sentence or something like that. If it could be construed that way, think about your actions before you do them.
Get a diary. Just write it down and then burn it.
No, get
What?
a dictionary, actually. Do that.
Get a thesaurus.
Yeah, do your research before you do anything, and make sure that what you're saying reflects how you actually feel. Because otherwise, what you're saying...
That's if you want a future. If you don't want a future, you just want to be a bum all day, sure.
Yeah, because what you're saying,
Go do anything you
especially on social media, is
Especially on
going
social
to
media.
reflect who you are.
Mhm.
And if you want the reflection to be what is actually, underneath the skin and whatnot, you have to make sure that you're saying things that reflect how you actually feel.
Or just get ready for the consequence.
Or get ready for the consequence.
And it might be extreme. You might be deported. Who knows?
You might be threatened your death, or your family might have ICE called on them.
Your newborn, yeah, they're gone.
So,
No.
yeah, there are consequences to actions, and not so. Alrighty. Well, this has been one interesting episode for
One for the
sure.
books. Yes.
So I guess that's been our episode. So until next time,
Adios from the dose.